Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, lived a mother pig with her 3 little sons. The day came when the piglets were old enough to venture out into the world and build their own homes. "Be wise, be strong, and beware of the big bad wolf," she warned. The first little pig was a bit of a free spirit. He loved to play and sing all day, and did Auntie want to spend too much time on hard work. As he trotted down the road, he met a farmer pulling a cart full of straw. Perfect, he thought. This will be quick and easy. He bought some straw and, in just a few hours, had built himself a simple, cozy-looking house. He was so proud, he danced a little jig and went inside for a nap, dreaming of all the fun he would have. The second little pig was a little more practical, but still in a hurry to finish his work. He walked a bit further and found a man with a bundle of sticks. "Sticks are stronger than straw," he reasoned. His house took a little longer to build, but by evening he had a neat little wooden cottage. He admired his handiwork, feeling quite safe and secure, and settled in for the night. He remembered his mother's words about being wise and strong. "Aha!" he exclaimed. "Bricks are the strongest of all." Soon after the pigs had settled into their new homes, the big bad wolf came strolling through the woods. He was feeling very hungry, and the smell of little pigs led him straight to the house of straw. He knocked on the door and said in a sweet voice, little pig, let me come in." The first little pig peeked through the window, saw the wolf's big teeth, and squeaked, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin." The wolf chuckled. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." He took a deep breath and blew with all his might. The straw house, being so flimsy, collapsed in a heap. The terrified little pig squealed and ran as fast as his little legs could carry him all the way to his brother's house of sticks. The first pig barely made it inside before the big bad wolf arrived at the wooden cottage. He knocked on the door, a little louder this time. Little pigs, let me come in." The 2 brothers huddled together and shouted, "Not by the hair of our chinny shins." The wolf was getting impatient. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." Boo. He took an even deeper breath and blew a mighty gust of wind. The house of sticks shivered and shook, and then it too came crashing down. The 2 little pigs screamed and fled, dashing towards their brother's brick house. They scrambled inside just as the big bad wolf, now very angry and very, very hungry, appeared at the door of the brick house. He banged on the heavy wooden door with his fist. "Little pigs, little pigs, let me come in." The 3 pigs, safe behind the strong walls, bravely replied, "Not by the hair of our chinny-chin-chins." "We'll see about that," the wolf growled. "I'll huff, and I'll blow your house in." He huffed, and he puffed. He puffed, and he huffed. He blew until his face turned blue, but the brick house didn't move an inch. Not a single brick even wiggled. The house was simply too strong. The wolf, exhausted and furious, had to think of another plan. He looked up and saw the chimney. "I'll just climb down the chimney and gobble them all up." He plotted to himself with a wicked grin. He sneakily climbed onto the roof and began to lower himself down the chimney. But the 3rd little pig was not just hard-working. He was also very clever. Hearing the scuffling on the roof, he knew exactly what the wolf was planning. He quickly put a large pot of water on the fire to boil. Just as the wolf slid down the chimney, he landed with a huge splash right in the pot of boiling water. With a yelp of pain, the wolf shot back up the chimney like a rocket and ran off into the woods, never to be seen in that part of the country again. The 3 little pigs cheered. The 1st and 2nd pigs thanked their wise brother for saving them. They learned a very important lesson that day. Taking your time to do something right is always the best way. From that day on, the 3 little pigs lived together happily and safely in the strong brick house. And they never forgot that hard work and a little bit of cleverness can protect you from any big bad wolves that come your way. Thank you so much for watching this classic story with me. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more timeless tales. See you in the next story.